Hello, today I would like to show you how you can do well on your task 1. This is from IELTS 5 test 1 task 1. The graph below shows the proportion of the population aged 65 and over between 1940 and 2040 in 3 different countries. So first of all, we have to write an introduction, then write an overall, and then we're going to write the body paragraph. Without further ado, let's get started. So here, well, as you can see here, I've written like a line graph provides information on percentage of population who are 65 years old or above in Japan, Sweden, and USA from 1940 to 2040, a period of 101 years. Well, you can see that we just paraphrase it and give the same information in a different way that could be written possibly. So now I'm going to move to overall part where I'll just give an overall view. Right here, as you can see, that overall the levels of aging population of 3 countries are projected to grow, albeit at a different pace until 2040. So what I'm doing is here that I'm saying that the levels of aging population of these 3 countries are projected to grow because it's up to 2040. That's why I'm using a passive where I'm saying projected to grow, and albeit at a different pace. Albeit means like basically although at a different pace, like in a different level. So now I'm gonna write in a body paragraph where I'll start writing from the very beginning, like from 1940. So right here, as you can see that 1940, the percentage of aged were less than 10% of the population of these 3 countries. Well, what I got here is like, as you can see that in 1940, that the percentage of aged population were less than 10% for all these countries. So I mentioned this one first of all in our body paragraph. Well, you can see that between 1960 to 1980, the US and Sweden aging population rose by 5%, while the figure for Japan dropped slightly and reached its lowest percentage, which means that 3%. So what I'm doing is like I highly suggest you to learn the rows by and rows to the difference, and it would significantly help. And you know that I'm giving a view from 1960 to 1980, and for US and Sweden it grew, it grew, but for Japan it dropped actually. However, after 1990, Japan aging population started to rise. So I'm starting mentioning because it's a significant point. Well, as you can see that this figure is projected to increase steeply after 2030. According to the data, old people in Japan will have reached more than 1/4 of total population by 2040. Like, I highly recommend you to learn the by and until the difference because there is a huge difference. And yeah, I've made one short related to this. You can watch and learn. And another thing is like I'm using a future perfect as well. Like I'm trying to use a different various grammar and various structures, so that can boost my score definitely. Here I'm comparing the data with the US and the other with Sweden, and here as you can see, in contrast, the number of aged in the US remains stable at around 15 until 2020. So at the end that I'm mentioning that at the end of the period, the proportion of elderly population in the US and Sweden is expected to show similar pattern, approximately 25%. So that's all about it. That we have covered all task one. That wasn't really tricky, and we try to cover as much as possible. That I highly suggest you to learn some grammar structures and to use some grammar properly, because it's not really tricky as long as you have an idea how to use them. And besides, yet what I can say that we wrote it in a really fast way, but just I tried to use some different structures this time. I tried to use a different video taking uh, process, and yeah, I'm trying to edit as much as possible, and trying to make it better overall. So at the end of the video, like, I want to say that you have to improve your grammar and vocabulary. Without them, that there's no way that you can get a higher score. A lot of people may say that there is some strategies, some hidden ways, but there isn't actually. It's just a myth that you have, but you have to work on your grammar. Work on your grammar, work on your vocabulary. That's all about it. That once you improve your grammar, once you improve your vocabulary, that your IELTS score will definitely increase. And thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Caridos.